last night here on the couch, camper. My mom's in the other room, but so fun update. While the hurricane watch seems to have blown over, we are now in a flash flood, and that seems to be the more legitimate concern. I don't know if you guys can see. Fortunately, like out here is okay. Let's see if you can see that. Focus. But if you can see out to the road, it is floodedendo out there. Like, I don't know, a foot of water hanging out there. Well, that gentleman is splishity splashing, or gal. You can see she got some rain boots on, I hope.
Hello, everyone.
How'd you sleep last night?
Oh, I slept wonderfully, but this is the no makeup me.
Oh yeah, this is what my mom looks like with no makeup. She looks pretty good, huh? You can't tell.
It's just that, why bother?
Yeah, one less thing to take off.
I'm lucky to just be dry and safe. I feel so bad for everyone out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really getting, I don't want to sound like an alarmist, but pray for Houston.
Yeah,
folks,
yeah,
please.
we're very fortunate, and
So far
we're very safe. We're a little anxious though. Anxiety is a little high right now, just about what's gonna happen and if we're safe. My mom's obviously nervous about her apartment, although everything is unplugged and up off the ground.
As far as I know, unplugged,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's up high enough.
But
I don't
we have
believe
each
it's up
other
high
here,
enough.
and that's all that matters. So that's our biggest blessing, and everything else can just be replaced. So it's another perk too of being apartment dwellers, is that we can
Yes,
pack up
everything
and
is
move.
replaceable except
for me.
you.
But to combat the anxiety of pending uncertainty, I'm gonna whip up some chickpea crackers, and because nothing like baking to just kind of distract you a little bit. So I'll show you guys how I do that. Now I'm rocking my apron here, and I found this recipe on a blog, which I'll list down below. So here we go. Crackers just came out, and as you saw in the video, I took a little liberty and put some of the pumpkin seeds on as a decor, because I was sort of experimentating with potential holiday recipes, if you will. But
they came out so cute. They just had to go in the oven at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. And you can see how many that it made. And this is one who lost his stripes. I'd fixed the seeds down firmly enough, but that's okay. And then this is all the dough that I had left over, and the original recipe was to make these into little vegan, gluten-free goldfish crackers. So I attempted to kind of shape it into a fish because I wanted to see how well that held up. But the dough comes together.
The dough comes together pretty easily, and I just pressed it out with my hands. I didn't use a rolling pin or anything, and ideally I would have had parchment paper rather than aluminum foil, but I'd have to use a canoe, I think, right now to get parchment paper, so I just had to make do. But how you doing over there?
Well, you gave me another infusion of coffee.
Yeah.
So it has lifted my spirits.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's good.
It'll be good. It'll be fine.
But it's still raining out. You want to try one of my crackers?
I do.
All right.
Are you ready for trying?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's adorable. He looks like a little angry emoji.
Oh, how cute.
Okay, let's give it a try. They're definitely crisp on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
They could be thinner.
Oh, okay.
Next time, just for next time.
Yeah.
As crackers should be a little bit thinner.
Okay.
But they're very, very good. The flavor is. There's no cheese in here.
No, it's 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and
This is good for me.
the recipe called for paprika and I think chili powder and turmeric. So mine has turmeric, chili powder, and a little bit of cumin because I didn't have any paprika, and I liked that. I like cumin.
I swear you could tell someone these are cheese crackers and they would not be aware.
Yeah, yeah. You can imagine them. You know, I think the bake time was just right probably for the goldfish,
Yeah,
though.
that looks
Because
so
hers was for the goldfish, so.
Yeah. This is really good, honey. You need to try one. Give it a try.
I'll try the one who lost his stripes here. Mmm. Yeah, I agree they could be a little thinner.
Just a little thinner because for one bite it's almost too much.
Mm-hmm.
But thinner as a cracker.
They're good though.
They're
really
very
good. Well, going a little stir crazy, and we got some sunshine, so, and a pause in the rain.
Let's go out there. I want to see how curvy it is. Is that okay?
Yeah. This is how much rainfall we've gotten here, and we've got that vehicle is I don't know, I believe those vehicles are a little on the pricey side. I don't know that I'd be cruising around in a flood in one, but hey, I guess they have good insurance. Yikes. I'm happy to be high and dry with my car, my little car. I'm pretty sure she would flood in this. Well guys, I know you're disappointed. I'm not going to go in here today and tell you guys how overpriced anti-aging crap is, but oh look, there's Micellar water. Hey, I can vlog from the window. So, you know, Micellar water, I still get questions about it. Totally useless in my experience with actually taking makeup off, but it tends to be highly problematic as a source of allergic contact dermatitis. Allergens included methylchloroisothiazinolone left on the skin, as well as a variety of other fragrance molecules. Cleansing wipes are equally offensive, so that's why I'm all about this double cleanse method with a neutral oil followed up by a gentle cleanser to remove the oil. So, not gonna skip that. Oh, and I'm sure you guys are wondering, yes, I did reapply sunscreen because even though it's raining, UVA is still hitting us, guys. I mean, the sun is out, even though it's cloudy. The aging rays are still out and about. So I reapplied a little CeraVe AM. Yes, if you're wondering, in my morning skincare routine, check out the updated one, but in my morning skincare routine, I am doing the triple layer of sunscreen. First, I'm using the UV Biore Watery Essence. Then I am using the Nivea, and then I am using the CeraVe AM. This morning, I think I only showed you 2 of those for time's sake, but I do use the 3 of them. No, you do not need to use 3 different types of sunscreen. One is just fine. However, I have so many sunscreens that I want to use them up and continue to use them, so I just layer different ones on there. But the CeraVe AM one comes on as a final step because it seals in all of the moisture on my face, okay? So it is moisturizing and a sunscreen for me, okay? Now the watery essence ones are sunscreens and a little bit of kind of humectant thing, but I find that they don't have enough moisturizing property to them. Some people find that them alone are fine, that those alone are fine as a moisturizer, but for me, I like to have a layer of ceramides on my face at all times. Ceramides are the most abundant lipid in the stratum corneum, and they become deficient in dry skin, and as we get wiser, not age, they become a little bit deficient and lend themselves, that deficiency lends itself to a tendency towards dry, irritated, parched skin, which can appear dull, lifeless, wrinkled, and haggard, none of which you want. Chronic use does not restore the dermis or repair the dermis. It just keeps things hydrated and intact, and your skin biology continues to be in constant turnover. So that is that. But alrighty, tried to get a little drugstore vlogging in despite the flood. Surveillance cameras are on me right now, and they're probably like, oh god, there is that nut with the camera. Well, oh dear. So it looks like the rain fired up again, but people are still out and about with umbrellas walking about. But anyways, I just am tidying up a little bit, and I went ahead and cleaned my cooktop with that Wyman stovetop cleaner. This is now the 3rd time that I've used it. I don't know, feedback. I'm actually coming around to it a little bit because I happen to think this 3rd time it did a really good job. I think it just needed, you know, kind of a transition period. I'm not sure. So, okay, I'm coming around to the Wyman glass cooktop heavy duty cleaner and polisher. Basically, I just put a few little dollops on the surface here, let it sit on there, and I buffed it down with dry with a washcloth, and then after I did that, I came in with this microfiber cleansing cloth. This is polyester. I purchased this at, I think, Home Goods a while back. I don't know the brand, but they always seem to have these kinds of things. And I don't know, I'm coming around to Wyman, but totally loving my Method Daily Granite Clean and Polish Apple Orchard Vinegar. I buy the refill bottle of this and just refill my little mini here. But I just like to do that on my countertops. So I think it's doing a good job keeping them somewhat respectable looking. And my sink, always a daily maintenance thing. This is an old beauty dust jar here that's empty that I used so that you guys can see my shining face some mornings. It's one of my makeshift tripods. So we just got word that all of the hospitals are canceling the clinics because I guess of bad flooding, but apparently my office building was okay and it's sandbagged, so that's good. But work is canceled for Monday, so that is what's going on. But I am just here. We are watching, what's this guy's name you introduced me to?
Anthony.
Anthony's
and
Candle
his vlog is Candle Cafe.
Yeah, he does
Wonderful.
Yeah, he does a very good Yankee Candle review. I'm really enjoying him. And he inspired me. This is my old Fresh Cut Lilacs candle from Bath & Body Works that my sweet friend Cindy sent to my P.O. box. So I am de-waxing it here. I keep these in the freezer, and then I just pop out the residual wax with an old butter knife, and then I clean it with a little coconut oil, and it's ready to repurpose. Do you keep your? What do you do with yours?
I have done that, but since I moved, I haven't.
You haven't done it?
Been on top of the candle scene enough to do that.
Yeah. What are you burning currently?
Currently, I have what do I have? I don't think I have a candle.
Oh my gosh.
I'm doing the Scentsy.
Scentsy.
Wax.
Oh, that's
melts.
right. You do the wax melts.
And actually, I don't like those as much as a candle because of the, I don't know, the
I enjoy the,
experience of the candle
I'm with
burning.
you. Yeah, I enjoy that too.
But the Scentsy is nice because if you step outside, you don't have to worry that, oh God, I didn't blow the candle out.
Yeah, that is nice.
I don't find that the scent is very strong though, and so.
Can you, see, this is the wax chunks that I pulled out of my thing. Can you put these in your Scentsy?
The reason that you couldn't use those, I don't think, in the Scentsy is because it would be terribly hard to clean. Because the Scentsy cakes don't dissolve, they're just there and then the fragrance goes away.
Oh.
So you just rim it and it comes right out.
Got you.
But I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, it might be
That's
difficult.
real wax.
You could get a baby crock pot and just dedicate it to wax melting. I bet that would work, but.
In fact, I have one of those I could use.
Yeah?
I don't want it. It's supposed to be for nacho dip.
Comment below on if and how you repurpose your candle wax residua.
Yeah, because it's a little messy too with the sootiness. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah. See, I'm
I'm not sure.
yeah, but that's what's going on.
And ta-da! All clean. I just use a little bit of old coconut oil that I have in this glass little finger bowl here. I just keep this by my sink. So I just dip my fingers in there and run it along all the surfaces, get all the residua out, and I probably will pop this into the dishwasher just to sort of sanitize it. But the Bath and Body Works labels come off really nicely. The bottom label is the one that it fixes a little bit more tightly, but
I think if you took that off prior to burning it, you would it'd probably be easier. But I do find that immediately out of the freezer, the labels pop off a lot more readily because the adhesive is frozen and just pops off more readily. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this. I thought it might be cute to store some of my SPF lip balms in once I get the smell out, or potentially repurposed for a holiday gift. So ideas aplenty, but I love reusing those, especially when they have a pretty lid like that. Well, hey guys, I just got out of the gym and took a shower. Good news, there's a little pause from the rain, so it looks as though a good deal of the water has shifted into the drain. However, the news did mention that we are slated to get more rain, so stay tuned. But tomorrow's video is already scheduled to go live, so it was filmed in advance of the hurricane issue and is scheduled to go live. So you won't hear an update from me again until Tuesday, but I think we'll be okay. My mom is fortunately with me, and like I said, that is all that matters. We're so grateful for all of your sweet comments and concerns. But coming back to CVS, and I realized I ragged on the Micellar waters, and I know many of you are new here. So my issue with Micellar waters and makeup removal wipes is that they leave behind a residue on the skin, particularly the skin around the eyes where you're taking the makeup off. And these products contain a lot of ingredients in them frequently, many ingredients in them frequently, that you can develop an allergy to, particularly when they are left on the very thin skin of around the eyes. And so I just am not really a fan of them for that reason. Plus the ones that I've tried, like from the drugstore, for example, this Garnier one, this one's okay. They just haven't blown me out of the water as far as their ability to remove my good old, here I've got a backup here, my good old Maybelline Colossal mascara and my sunscreen. And with that minimal makeup routine, I can't imagine how you gals who wear foundation would ever get anywhere with it. But I will say my intrigue into Micellar waters is in this scenario in which, God forbid, you are somewhere without water. If you're in somewhere without running water, and you are, obviously in that time you would have bigger fish to fry than taking your makeup off. I completely realize that. But say you're, you know, on a long flight, you can't really get into the bathroom to access the tiny sink. I mean, it's just a different situation. The one micellar water that I have tried and give 2 thumbs up and am a fan of using with limited use, we'll just say that, is the, and you guys recommended it and many others sing its praises, and I actually, you know, was skeptical that it would be good, but it is good. It is the Bioderma micellar water. Here, this is the one that I've got and have been using. The Bioderma Sensi Bio H2O Solution Micellar. This product has no fragrance in it. It has no parabens or methylchloroisothiazinolone, which are ingredients that are safe, but when left on the skin can lend themselves to people developing allergies to them, and are common causes of skin allergies, as is fragrance. This product doesn't contain any of that. It's very, very gentle. This is the only micellar water that has effectively removed my mascara with 0 abrasion. Just dab a little bit on a cotton pad, dab it here, and it nicely does exactly what I wanted to do. Break up that makeup, okay? Very, very nicely. So I think using this, limited use of this to those scenarios, this is the one that I'm a fan of and I think is worth it and okay. The ingredient in it that is the preservative, which rarely causes allergic contact dermatitis, is propylene glycol, which is very, very safe and is in so many skincare products. I mean, I'm pretty certain CeraVe has it. It's just, I mean, they need to use something. Propylene glycol is awesome, but there are cases of people developing allergies to that. So you can't really avoid everything, but do know that that's still a possibility. But this one I would say is the safest, most effective one. So limited use of this in those pinch situations, I think is great. It's definitely pricier than the drugstore ones, but you know, for those situations, you don't need to use a ton of this. I think it's perfect, and this is the one that I so far love, and this is the only one in my opinion that I would ever repurchase or recommend to anyone. But comment below on if you have some. Many of you have commented on micellar waters. I've tried the Dr. Jart one, not a fan of that, and then this one's okay by Garnier, but it's not great, to be honest with you. This one is much better, and I just use the Clean Puffs to do it, but you could just use a cotton pad. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you all, so I hope it's helpful. And I hope you enjoyed the vlog today. Like I said, I'll list the link below for the recipe to those crackers. They're really good. So if you try them out, let me know how it goes. But give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.